Time now is 9:40. More than 5.5 million people in the UK are unpaid carers for family members or loved ones. It's something that can have a huge impact on your physical, mental and financial well-being.
Who cares for the carers? Well, our reporter, Andrea Ormsby, has been to one charity in Devon, which has been providing support for the last 25 years.
Who cares for our carers? Sue Herring lives in Bampton on the edge of Exmoor with her husband and two grown-up sons. She's cared for all of them for more than 20 years now.
I've had my husband diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis and cancer, and then my son ended up in hospital with Crohn's disease. I have got my youngest son who has got mental health problems. It can be very difficult at times. When things go wrong, they always go wrong together, I'm afraid. Right, I'll start with this lot.
Sue only realised she was a carer, as well as a wife and mother, about a year ago.
Generally, I cope very well. And this is the reason probably why I didn't realise that I was actually a carer until things started going a little bit wrong for me. And when I started sliding downhill, I really struggled.
Sue was referred to Devon Carers, a free service funded jointly by Devon County Council and the NHS and delivered by local charity Westbank Community Health and Care. It's the oldest organisation of its kind in the South West, and this year it's celebrating 25 years of supporting Devon's army of unpaid carers.
At the moment we support around 30,000 unpaid carers. We believe there's a lot more than that in Devon. We think there's well over 100,000. And the work they do is phenomenal. It's like another NHS in Devon. There's lots of issues they face, and we're there to support them by giving them information, guidance, advice through our helpline, magazine and other information offer. And we also deliver services in hospitals where they can access support if they need it there. Andrew
is Sue's oldest son.
She's pivotal to the family, real central. If there's anything that needs organising it, she organises it. If any one of us is feeling ill, she'll take over roles to make sure the work gets done. Without her, I'd struggle to think what this family would turn into.
Would you want a carrot?
It's thought there are around 150,000 unpaid carers in Devon alone, and in this landmark anniversary year, Westbank's Devon Carers wants all of you to know there's help for you too. Andrea Ormsby, BBC News.
We discussed this earlier, and you've been sharing your stories with us. One viewer has said that she cares for her son who has severe learning disabilities, and she's also juggling, taking care of her elderly mum and a new grandson, which has left her with barely any social life and feeling constantly exhausted, and says services need to be improved because those with learning disabilities are being abandoned, in her words, when they've finished school.
This one from Linda, who's in Bristol, said many, like herself, continue to be carers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even after they've reached state pension age. But they lose all of their carers' allowance. She says the system needs repairing, something we're hearing a lot of.
Another viewer wrote in to tell us that she's a carer for her husband and father, and she's a nurse in the NHS, was forced to go part-time as her husband and father needed more of her time. She recently lost some family members, but is juggling everything at once, which has meant she hasn't had time to grieve.
Thanks for letting us know some of your thoughts on that discussion. It's an issue we'll be talking about a lot, I'm sure, over the coming months as well. 9:44 is the time now. It's the weekend. Elizabeth is...